Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. I am Achieved, and today we're going to be talking about something a little bit different. But before we do that, let's announce the $50 in Solana giveaway winner, and that is Lucas. I have this on the screen right now. Lucas, if you could just message me on Twitter or just reply down below, that would be perfectly fine, and we can get you that Solana ASAP. Now in this video, we're going to be targeting those people that want to be builders in this NFT space. A lot of you know I do own NFT AIO, which is an alpha group that has been out for well over a year. I was also a part owner in an NFT collection last year. It didn't do so hot, but that just shows you that not everything is sunshine and rainbows. There will always be something that can go wrong, and it probably will go wrong. And yes, I can understand if you are new to this space, you do see all of these huge success stories about all of these people flipping for hundreds, 200, 300, even millions of dollars, and these NFT projects that get sold out and then they get a whole bunch of money out of it. The FOMO is definitely real, and just know you are not the only person that is thinking this way. But it is very important that you don't just chase the money, but you want to chase something that you truly believe in. Build something that you look forward to continue building each and every single day, and that is what will make you great in this space. 100%. Let's get into this video and let's become some really great builders in this space. So I was scrolling through Twitter about 1 a.m. this morning, and I found this tweet from King Pickle. It's a thread actually, and he's starting this thread by saying that he started a business and NFT project back in January. He thought he was prepared, but God, was he wrong. He's also stating that there are challenges and secrets that a lot of project founders face but refuse to talk about. So this is what I want to talk about as well. I want to go through each one of these that he has posted in this thread and kind of read them and then give my opinions about them as well. So let's jump right into it. First off, he talks about time. He states, for some reason I thought that because I could trade and be active in Web3 while working a job, I could start a project in my free time. Nope, had to quit my job and go full time in less than a month. I now work 12 plus hours a day and often with little to show each day. I can 100% agree with this. To this day, ever since I started in this space, I have been literally on my computer for, I would say, at the bare minimum, 5 hours a day, whether it's content creating, working on NFT AIO, and just doing a whole bunch of stuff, just networking and a whole bunch. It takes so much time, and like, we all have the same 24 hours and we all get to choose how we spend it, but it gets sucked up so fast. So that is definitely something that you need to think about. You know, if you are wanting to jump into creating a project or doing something of that sort, like, it takes a lot of time, guys. It definitely does. And the fact that he's talking about he could trade and be active in Web3 while working a job, it's very hard to juggle a lot of those positions, right? Because where somebody's content creating, where I am doing it now, somebody's trading NFTs and making money, or, you know, potentially losing money. So, you know, we, like I said, we all have the same 24 hours and we all choose how we spend it. Secondly, he talks about money. Very few projects are equipped for angel investing or venture capitalist funding. Most projects like mine are bootstrapped, which means not only do we not make money until mint, we have massive expenses such as contract dev, marketing, moderators, etc. Things are always tight. And yes, a lot of people don't realize the expenses it takes to create these NFT collections. I'm pretty sure the market is pretty saturated with developers and designers, but you could honestly be paying thousands and thousands of dollars just for the art and the contract. That's not including paying your staff, marketing, and a whole bunch more stuff. So money is obviously an important factor, and it's something to definitely take seriously, especially if you're treating this not only as a project but as a business. Third, buying followers. Any founder that says they never discussed buying followers is full of shit. Guilty. There's this weird cycle where you need followers to get into alpha groups and collabs, but you need the collabs to get the real followers. So everyone buys followers and moves on. It's literally mind-boggling to me how many groups and projects still buy a shit ton of followers and yet nobody really cares anymore. Like, it's almost a meta at this point. Like, early on, people would think that having fake followers was kind of like a ploy and maybe a rug pull, but a lot of these projects, they buy them for these partnerships and these giveaways and stuff. Like, and they also make it to where it seems like their project is reputable. So what they'll do is early on, they'll probably post a tweet of their collection or like a little sneak peek. They'll probably buy a whole bunch of followers then, and they might potentially buy some engagement, whether it be retweets and likes and so on and so forth. So whenever you get onto their page, you see, oh my god, they already have 3,000 retweets on this one whitelist spot giveaway tweet, and you look on their profile and they have 12,000 followers. So one, you're paying for these fake followers and fake engagement, but two, you're bringing in organic people thinking that it's real. Then at that point, you are getting that real engagement, and then it snowballs into projects wanting to do whitelist partnerships with you, and then that just engagement farms for both of you guys, and then you get all of these other alpha groups wanting to contact you. And yeah, it's really just a snowball effect once you reach that certain level, and then you don't have to fake it till you make it. Next up, we have the market. Nobody knows what the market sentiment will be next week. We've had to pivot over 10 times from canceling on DA to changing our mint price. People love and hate different things every week, and it's impossible to predict or plan for. Now this hits home because we had to change numerous, I would say damn near a dozen times, whether it was mint price or just time of whenever we are dropping. And a lot of it was due to kind of the market, and it was just super tough because as a team we all wanted to make one decision because we wanted to make the most out of our project. We worked so hard on it, and all it takes is one day to decide the future of the project. And that was probably one of the most scariest feelings, trying to pick the perfect day. And newsflash, there's never a perfect day. You will never time the market perfectly to where you drop it and you instantly sell out just based off of what the market sentiment is. You still have to have a good product for them to buy. With that being said, next up we have mission versus value prop. We assumed that helping solve world hunger and saving lives would be an enticing reason for people to buy our NFT. Again, nope. People want value, often equating to money or stuff. It's sad, but it is real. Value doesn't always mean doing good. Now we'll do a little bit of an experiment right now. Let me ask you something. What is one of the main reasons you want to get into the NFT space, or if you already are in the NFT space, what was one of the main reasons? One of the main reasons I can probably assume was to make money. The people that buy into your project or your group, they want value not for everybody else, but for them. What can they get in a return for buying something from you? And 99% of the time, your holder wants to know one thing and one thing only. If I buy your NFT, how much money can I make? I mean, it definitely seems like a reasonable response, right? Like, nobody's donating to you. They want a return on their investment. So you have to solve the $1 million question, what can I do for my holders as far as utility that will give them a return on their investment? Next up, we have team conflict. Any healthy partnership or coworker relationship is going to have back and forth. There have multiple times my partner and I have gotten into it about a trait or mint price, and overcoming that in a healthy way was something new I had to learn. To be honest, whenever I was a part of this NFT project, I was so excited to be in calls and engaging and just trading ideas with all of the founders. There will always be times where you have pushback from your team, and that is okay. You are supposed to have pushback. Everybody has different opinions about literally everything. If everybody thought the same, the world would be fucked. You don't want yes man on your team or as a partner. You just don't want that, because you want to have people that are able to push back on your ideas, because I can guarantee you are not right 100% of the time. Even from a project standpoint as well, what you have in mind may not be the right thing. And that's why you have a team. You have people that can go back and forth on ideas and just future possibilities of the project. I'm rambling, but just know team conflict is important. Up next, we have art. No matter how much you think you understand generative art, there are gonna be hiccups. Trust me, a lot of trait combinations need to be reviewed, a lot, and there are always debates on what looks good or has mass appeal. Nobody really knows. I love that this is a thread because it literally hits home so much, and I think the art is one of the ones that hits home the hardest. On our NFT collection that we were building last year, I swear to you, we probably spent over 1,000 hours just going over the art alone, and that just goes back to time. You know, if you have a certain hiccup in a certain category, it eats up a lot of the time. So you do need to make sure that who you are selecting as well is definitely efficient and knows what they're doing. There have definitely been some sleepless nights from our founders that were doing overview of the trait combinations, and some weren't adding up, some weren't where they were supposed to be on certain skins, etc. And we had a whole spreadsheet about it. Just trust me. Make sure they know what they're fucking doing. Next up, we have contract development. We've gotten quotes from $500 to upwards of $65K from developers to write our contract. I'm not a dev. How do I know who is trustworthy? Not something you can skimp on, but reputable people say we overpay. On-team devs would want massive portions of our mint. This is definitely true too as well. It was hard because you wanted to kind of outsource to people that didn't really know much about NFTs, because if they did, they would want a huge portion. Like, they would want secondary sales, a percentage of them, and then obviously a percentage of the mint that sells out as well, if it does. So you're talking what could potentially be a, $500 development to somebody that doesn't even know anything about NFTs, but the contract could be shit, or $65,000 plus secondary royalties and stuff like that to somebody that has a seamless and efficient contract. You pick your poison. No, but seriously, you definitely need to be talking to multiple, just like anything with contractors or anything, you need to get multiple quotes so you can understand the market and how much people are charging. And for the love of God, if you buy somebody off of Fiverr, good fucking luck. Next is advisors. We've spoken with 40 plus NFT quote unquote advisors, and 90% of them are ass. What they are really meant for is to help guide Web 2 brands that want to branch into Web 3 but know nothing. Not for veterans in the space wanting to start a project for the first time. What project founders really need when they say advisor is a public face to connect them with big projects for collabs and to blast the shit out of your NFT on Twitter and in spaces. But people pretend like they need to be a quote unquote consultant. So yeah, it's pretty much somebody that is able to do PR for the project. I would honestly hire somebody to do that full time, because honestly it would work wonders, because they are literally branding your project everywhere and you don't have to do any of the work. I say any of the work, most of the work you don't have to do, because he's getting paid to do that. So yes, I agree. If you could find somebody that is capable of doing that, I would highly suggest it. Make sure they know what they're doing as well. Fucking FUD is up next. Only takes one influencer or one viral tweet to severely impact a project nowadays. Founders often feel like they're walking on eggshells. It sucks. And yes, it's true. It literally just takes a split second of a tweet and the project could literally go downhill. All of your hard work gone from one influencer tweeting out one tweet. It's crazy. It sucks, but that is the game. Obviously, for the most part, they're not doing it for any malicious reasons. They probably heard a rumor and ran with it, but really it's up to you to not portray anything that could be FUD worthy. Another one is mental health. Working so hard to please so many people with an organic process has a severe toll on mental health. I sleep less, I worry more while I'm having fun, it's draining, and the worst part is if founders talk about it, it could be perceived as weakness. Real talk. And if I'm going to be completely honest with you, yes, it is fucking draining. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're just trading in this space, it's fucking draining. Having to just watch everything for hours and hours at a time, checking Twitter, it's just being in this space, it's so fast that if you just blink, you miss something and you're screwed. So it definitely sucks. There were times where we were grinding so much that we we were in a state of just grind mode that we all woke up. We were all in a call last year and we were like, I haven't spent any time with like family or anything. It was just getting super bad where we all had like a reality check and we kind of had to refocus ourselves. Now it's gotten a little bit better. I mean, I try to go to the gym every single day, eat healthy and everything like that, but sleep is still pretty hard for me. I'm making this video at 3 a.m. in the morning, but it's what I love to do, so I'm going to continue doing it. It's not like I'm being forced or anything. So but yes, it's something that you have to balance for your mental and your physical health. Lastly, the legal side. Luckily, we have a good legal consultant, but there were a lot of intricacies that came with starting an NFT the right way that we didn't account for, such as contracts that are valid overseas, proper incorporation, tax stuff, etc. Don't get wrecked, protect yourself. And I totally agree. I would start by doing it the right way the first time and not just going with the flow and then worrying about it later. No. Speak with somebody, speak with a financial advisor that can get you set on the right track. That way you don't have to worry about it and you can focus on building your project. I've ran a couple of businesses for the past few years now, and I can say that this is a really hard business model because there is so many various factors that have to be spot on. Like what I'm thinking about it right now, like if any of you guys have played fucking RuneScape and you guys had to go down into that boat and it was a mini game where you had tar and you had to plug up the holes in the bottom of the ship or you sunk, that's pretty much the same fucking thing with NFTs. What can go wrong will go wrong. So as you're fixing all of these holes, repairing them with tar, trying to do your best to patch it, the one right behind you is getting ready to explode and can potentially sink your ship. But your main goal is to keep that motherfucker afloat. I want every single person listening to this to succeed in this space. Seriously. And I want you guys to reach out to me. Let me know what the fuck you guys are doing. If you guys need any help, please reach out to me and I will be more than willing to do that. With that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. We're almost at 150 subs. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and we will catch you in the next one.